We know what happens next. But I don't think either one of us blames you. We know that you did the best that you could and that you loved us.
Of course I love you. No matter who you are and how you got here, you'll always be my kids.
We know that.
So, I think you deserve to hear the truth.
Rox, I understand how you felt. It wasn't me you didn't want. It was Mitch.
No, I love you. I love you so much. And you'll always be my Rexy. And after you hear what I tell you, if you don't want to be around me, I'll understand that. But I should have known that someone so smart, so handsome, and so funny could never, ever be his son.
Been a while. That's been too long. Should have heard something by now.
You're telling me that my mother was your sister, that you're my aunt? I don't think so.
It's true, nonetheless.
Did the baby die? Did my son die?
Patience, messenger. I'm getting to that. Your son's heart was failing.
I wanted him to die. I did. Because that's the only way that Mitch would ever leave me alone. You're such an evil son of a bitch. And I knew he was going to start taking things out on me. And worse than that, Nanny, I knew he might hurt you. And I could never let that happen.
I couldn't tell the messenger his son was a pathetic, sickly specimen, that he died. He was expecting the chosen one, a strong, vibrant heir to carry on his work.
The baby, my son, you said his heart
Was failing, yes. But then fate stepped in and solved the problem.
It's such a shame.
I know. A beautiful, healthy little boy to just abandon him.
Now, at least the mother, whoever she is, left him here. Could have been so much worse.
That case last summer when the mother dumped her kid in the trash?
I remember. At least your mommy left you here.
Oh, my baby. I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. Oh, honey, sweetie, baby, darling. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I love him so much. I don't want to give him up.
They believed me. It was almost too easy. Then I realized it was God's will. I needed a healthy baby, and he gave me one.
I waited for what seemed like forever. And then Allison finally came back. Is he okay?
He's perfectly fine.
I thought it was going to be a miracle. But it wasn't.
this foundling off as my son?
I thought it was God's plan.
You lied to me.
But I've made up for it in so many ways.
Okay. None of this makes any sense. If his biological child died, how is Sierra his grandchild, Allison? How am I his son?
It was all up to Roxy.
This isn't my baby.
Of course it is.
No, my baby had a little mole.
No, that was just a little piece of dirt. The nurses cleaned it off. Isn't he beautiful? Mitch will be so pleased.
I bought it all right. I let Allison convince me that the baby that she put in my arms was the baby that I gave birth to.
You need to take this baby over to Statesville so Mitch can see his beautiful new son. He's expecting you.
Aren't you coming, Allison?
I need to stay and thank my sister for saving this baby's life. Oh, and don't mention any of this to Mitch. Just say he's perfect and that I'll be by later. Now, go on. We don't want to make him angry.
So I left the hospital with a kid that wasn't mine.
So what? Wait a minute. The baby you took to Mitch.
It was you. Somebody left you at the hospital. And we don't know who. And Allison took you from the nurses. And she put you in my arms. And I just bought it. And Allison convinced me. Because I was so scared of Mitch that I just sucked it up. So then I took you to the prison to see Mitch, and I made sure that he looked at you. And I never ever looked back.
So, all this time you believed?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I believed it. Yeah, Allison convinced me. But that wasn't the truth. Because Mitch isn't your father. And I'm not your mother.
Roxy never knew the truth. She thought the baby I handed her, the baby she raised, was Mitch's son. She still doesn't know what happened next.
Please tell me somebody at this hospital stepped in.
My sister, in ways you never imagined. Leah! My God! Is that...
Yes, the child you left with me. His heart held up and his drugs kicked in. He's gonna be fine. Where's the mother? We've got to tell her the great news.
Roxy was already on her way to the prison with the other baby. I couldn't get to her in time. I had no choice. There was no turning back. Besides, his real child was sickly. He was better off with the healthy baby.
So what happened to the sick one?
Where's the mother?
You're looking at her.
What do you mean?
It's my baby. I gave birth to him.
Allison, I had no idea. Why didn't you tell me?
I thought he was a goner.
No, he's a beautiful boy and he's gonna be fine. Here. What is the matter?
You know me, Leah. I'm not really the maternal type.
What do you mean?
I don't want him.
What?
He'd be better off with somebody else.
Oh, Allison. Think about what you're saying. A baby is a precious gift. And for people like me who are unable to have children of their own, the idea of giving it away is just... it's inconceivable. Are you sure this is what you want?
Leah, I need you to do me another favor. That's how Leah Joplin became the mother of your biological child, Mitch.